I got my little temporary setup here. $50 easy up. Toolbox right next to me. And so this thing was running a little rough. I'm thinking it might be a little bit of timing. So I loosened this up. This is a 10 millimeter. Anyway, I got it running and I loosened that up and I'm messing with it. And I get a little splash on my hand. I was like, what the heck? So I give it some gas and this hose is leaking. Fuel line. Fucking, there's gas leaking out. So I'm gonna take the carburetor off and see what's going on. Cleaner out of the way. Let's take that off. Replace this hose. Even though it's fairly new, I don't know why it's leaking. Cracked. You see, there's some cracks. I mean, it's a couple years old, but see, replacing that little piece might just cure all my problems, so let's see what happens. All right. Alright, so I got a new piece on there. It's all tightened up. I'm gonna go start it, see what happens. I'm gonna have to adjust the clutch on here too, because it doesn't disengage all the way till you hit the floor. So I got that much free play, and then it doesn't disengage until all the way down there. I want it to just go past that so I don't have to push all the way to the floor. Yeah, I'll give it a couple turns anyway. I also have issues with my blinkers on this thing. They don't work. Yeah. Also, I probably got to. Check the brakes on here. I know that I think my suspension is kind of going out a little bit. In here, you can't really tell, but I think my whatever bushings go through here for the kingpin, I guess you could say. I wonder if I could just grease it. But yeah. Brake lights don't work. I gotta replace this switch that's right there on the end of my master cylinder here. Boot's all ripped. But the switch is not doing what it's supposed to do. But other than that, I mean, I got to replace this floor, driver's side floor. You can see that. I already have the piece to replace it with. I just got to do it. The horn doesn't work. Really, I just need to pay attention to this thing again. Been letting it sit. So. Brakes have been giving me issues. I'm curious because I replaced that switch before, brake light switch, and it worked for a little while and then it stopped working. I'm curious if there's like an air bubble or something in there. It's not letting it get the pressure it needs to activate, but I don't know. I believe I did all these brakes when I first got it, but I don't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, let me tighten down that distributor. And tighten down the distributor, 10mm again. Put this air cleaner back on. And I think that's about it for this one today. I gotta look to see if I have any more of these little gaskets. I also have another exhaust I want to play with. I gotta weld it up though. It's kind of coming apart where it splits right here. So yeah, one day I'll clean all this up in here. It's dirty. Look at the top of the batteries, all dirty. Ugh. Alright, so there's a special little tool that you can buy. Some people will have better ones or whatever, but so on the end of the clutch cable there's a wing nut. This fits right over the wing nut, gives you a little more torque on it, rather than just trying to spin the wing nut. So it's kind of hard to film. I'm gonna have to get underneath it and give her hell, I guess. It's on the driver's side. I might be able to get you guys underneath there, I don't know. Well, you can't really see it, but it is, oh my, you can't barely see that, but it's in that little darkness right there. You kind of have to reach up in there all crazy to get to it. I can barely touch it with my fingers right now. So I got to get this thing on the far side away from me onto the cable, the wing nut. So yeah, well, them things are notorious for being hard to turn because the wing nut usually gets all gummed up, and when you turn the thing, it's like turning the whole cable. But mine seems to be fairly new-ish, and it wasn't super gummed up, and I was able to get it to turn a few times. So I ended up turning the wing nut, and then grabbed the cable and spun the cable a little bit, and checked the wing nut position, and it was in the same spot. So it did tighten up a little bit. If I was spinning it the right way, I think it was. Oh yeah. Cool. I think that was a improvement, a big improvement. Won't know until I drive it though. But yeah, these things are cool. Helps out a lot rather than trying to spin that stupid wing nut. Yeah, go on a test drive and see what happens. Bike back. Lock this up. I'll lock up my toolbox. I'm just gonna go around the block, but you never know, you know. That was good. Just a little bit pop. Oh yeah. responsive as like a bug, but you got reduction boxes and all that stuff too, so it ain't gonna take off like a bug would. Mucho better. Running better. Fix that exhaust, that gasket. I'll take a look in the back there. I might have another one. Some in my eye. Yeah, nice little short one.